Hey, hi everyone, this is Russell Follas. Today we are going to share about this topic that we started talking about a few days ago, which is the self-employment tax credit. Okay, so basically in the past workshop, we were talking about the self-employment tax credit, like who is eligible, what is it actually, and how to apply. We went through that in detail. Of course, if you haven't watched it, I will urge you to figure it out in my page and watch it, because you'll be able to know exactly what's the self-employment tax. It's not a myth. It's not just like any random SBA program or whatever it is, but it's something really tied to the COVID. Okay, and it's a free money. Like, it's not a loan. It's not an SBA application. Yeah, you will know what it is if you go back to watch that workshop or that live webinar. And today we are going to talk about a different other topic, because during that previous webinar or workshop, some people were asking, like, to know, like how to know if you are even eligible. Okay, I explained to you how to be eligible, but today we are taking one step further to actually go into detail. To let you know exactly how much you could get.
Recording in progress.
So like I was saying, today we are going to go into detail to explain to you, like, step by step. I'm gonna share with you some like real life example on how to figure out if you are eligible, and I'm gonna let you know where to check. If you see this is like this, you might be eligible. Now you know you are eligible. Now you don't know how much you're going to be eligible. We are also going to go into that to show you how to check and how to plug the numbers and where to plug the numbers to see the amount you will get. Okay, so if you are in this live, or if you watch this live, I will urge you, like, to pull up your 2020 or 2021 tax return, because if you go through along with me, as I'm going through to share what I'm going to share with you, you can also do the same thing, the same exact thing on your tax return, whether it's 2020 or 2021. You will check and go through it. If this is, like, let's example, for positive, yes, you are eligible. Now after it's positive, which number I'm going to pick and where am I going to plug it to see the number? I will just ask you to go to line, let's say line 6 on the self-employment of the scheduled self-employment. You will go there and pick the number on it and plug on this formula I have created for you guys. When you plug, which I'm gonna do in front of you guys, when you plug into it, you will see the numbers. That will be your result at 90% close to your result, because that's what we have been doing. Okay, so once again, today we are going to actually share with you guys how we do it, because it's not just a random thing. Some people tell me, oh, I applied, I was eligible for $12,000, and when I go through the tax return, I'm like, how did you be eligible for $20,000 or $10,000 or $2,000? Like, when I'm looking at your document, by law, this is what you have to pick. This is where you have to plug to get your numbers. The number doesn't add up here. And somebody today, and I don't want to jump into this like just random. I want to. All of this program is also about education. You guys have to know. Somebody today told me, today, I'm not giving the date. Today, September 21st. Maybe the person going to join us during the live. He told me that he applies for the self-employment. It was, I forget, it was 2000. It was last year. Up to now, he hasn't received it. But that's not the issue. What's like drives me crazy is not the fact that he hasn't received it yet. Is that he's telling me that the IRS is now sending him the letter telling him that he owes the IRS, I don't know, he said like $7,000 or something. Why? Because first of all, when the person who helps him to apply didn't put the numbers correctly, that's the one. The second, the person inflates his income, because the base of this return, I think I shared that last time, the base is basically actually your net income. Okay, the person during the completion, instead of, let's put the net income maybe 2,500, maybe the person puts 25,000 as net income. Of course, the calculation is a robot. It's going to pull up different eligible amount, because you put that 25,000 instead of 2,200, which is the real net income of the person. Now, when you complete the number of days that you were off, because the self-employment credit is basically to ask to claim some day off, some day that you took off against your will, but because of the COVID, either because you were sick for COVID, or your child, you are sick, or the child was not sick but the school was shut down, and you have to stay home with your child. Maybe you have symptoms. I mean, you go through it. There's a lot of reasons why you could have been home during the COVID, or maybe nobody was sick, nobody has COVID, but the government just shut the country down, and you are home, and you are a self-employment person. Because if you are a W-2 worker, the government will actually allow your company to pay you. People that didn't know at that time. You were supposed to stay home, but your own company pays you. Okay? Now, if you are self-employed and you stay home, which company is going to pay you? Nobody. So it's just about claiming some days that you took off, because you didn't have choice, or because the COVID imposed that to you to stay off, and you stayed off, you didn't get paid. Now the government gave you the money. Now the person, I don't know how many days they put there, he was not eligible. But the worst thing that happened to him is that they actually went there and increased his income. Whenever your income is increased, because you need to get an eligible amount which is a greater, and you are amending your taxes. I mean, the IRS is now considering a greater income for you. Greater income means owing more money. So that person told me, it was today, that they told me, I told him, he said 7,000. I don't remember exactly, there are some number. I told him to send me his original return 2021, and the return that was prepared for him, he didn't even have it. So he has to contact the person. The second thing is that people who were getting this done, almost 90% of those cases didn't even know they're supposed to get a copy of the amended return, because on that copy, you can see how much you should get. Okay? You should see how much you should get. And I'm going to share that with you guys. Okay, this is the amount that you should get. It's not like word of mouth that somebody's going to tell you, send me your return, and then the person sends you an email. Oh, okay, I received your email. Now you're eligible for 2,000 or 3,000 or 5,000. No. They have to send you, just like when somebody prepare your return, he's supposed, of course, he's going to tell you your tax refund is 7,200, but he can also send you a copy. Okay? He may send you the copy for you to see that 7,200 on the copy of your return. Same case here. When somebody apply for your self-employment taxes, you should have a copy of the amended return, because it's not going to be questioned done online, like on the SBA website or whatever website. No. Whoever collects your information through a landing page is going to process. If he does it good, he should send you a copy of what he has done for you. Okay? And he should also confirm to you that the application that he submitted, of course, it's not going to be the same day. It could take maybe 24 to 2 days or 3 days. Go back after him to say, hey, was it approved, or was it accepted, or maybe they rejected it? Because sometimes, even though when you are filing your own taxes, sometimes you made a mistake. It could be a mistake that maybe the customer gave us, or maybe we are filing and we made a mistake. We mistaken, like putting the social security wrong or the date of birth and stuff like that, and then the IRS will reject it. So you should actually go after the person after 2 days when he tells you that it was submitted, to follow up if the return was accepted. Once accepted, now you're good. You have a copy of a return that is accepted. Now you can stay calm, and you are confident that it's going to start being processed. And the process sometimes doesn't depend on you. It depends on the IRS. So I'm just here in the case where, you know, I was saying that the person, not only he didn't get money, but he see the letter from the IRS telling him that, hey, we see that you have amended your return to increase your income. Thank you. Congratulations. You owe us 7,000 more. Okay? That's the first thing. The IRS will never be mad at you because you are increasing your income. Unless they see that, they have evidence to see that, oh, this income is really tied to try to get something from the government. And when they discover that, that is a fine. You could go to jail for that, because if they can prove that it's intentional, that is really is a crime. Okay, so you have to be careful when somebody tells you that, okay, you know, you are eligible for this. You have to make sure that it's exact. You don't just have to say, okay, thank you so much. I'm happy. You are a very good guys. Thank you for this. I will never stop to be grateful for you for helping me to get this money. Okay, so I hope you guys can see me on Zoom. Okay, because we are also on Zoom. Like you say, if you're on Facebook now, you can also see that there's a link to join us on the Zoom, so you can actually, you know, see the screen that we're sharing and also ask questions. When we get to the question, I will, you know, ask the people on the Zoom to ask the question they have. So yes, this is the situation. You have to know exactly what is going on with your self-employment, taxes, with the amendment that people do for you. That's the first thing that you have to do, and that is you. It's not somebody. It's up to you to do this. Okay, and it's because the consequences are yours. And the other thing, like I said, the last thing before I start sharing my screen, to let you know, how much you like where to look for to see if you are eligible or no. In the few 2 minutes, I'm gonna start sharing my screen, and then I will also share the formula, the cheat sheet I have created to help you to get the numbers. Okay, like if I tell you where to look for, and I tell you to pick the number right there and plug the number on this formula sheet. When you plug the number, only one number you have to plug there, and you're gonna do all the calculation, tell you how much you're eligible for. So stay tuned. We're gonna share that in the few seconds right now. Before we start, do you guys have a question? I'm talking about people on Zoom, or, you know, even though you are on Facebook, you can also ask the question. You can also ask the question even though you are on Facebook, by, you know, texting your question, and I'll be able to answer before we continue. Hey Joy, hey Esther, Folasi, how's everything going so far? Do you have a question up to now?
Very well. Everything is going good. So far so good. I think I have a good understanding of it. But my only question is, like, what if you put in the application and they come back to say it wasn't approved?
Okay.
I mean, what if they do not clear it at the end of the day, like, and say you're not eligible after reviewing the entire application?
Okay, that's good. That's a good thing. Whenever the IRS, if it's the IRS, I'm not talking about the system. I say that we can put the system, we can put your application in, and it comes back rejected. Okay, that is not because something is wrong, or maybe not. It's not because you're not eligible most of the time. It's because maybe we put some information wrong. When I say information, most of the time personal information, and the IRS, it doesn't match the information that the IRS has in their system for you. What we do, I'm clear here, like I'm open with you guys. What we do is to go back and check again. Oh, is that your social? Like, is this your child? Like social security? Is this your address? Is your date of birth? Or you name it. Now we pull it again, and then we check. And then we say accepted. Once it's accepted, the IRS is going to review it for you. Once the IRS review it, they should send you a letter to explain to you why they say you're not eligible. you might be not eligible because somebody put wrong information in there. The IRS has the copy of your return. Now they're coming, and you didn't even have a business. Some people didn't have a business, but they will go there and claim business in the self-employment application. The IRS will suspect that you just claiming this business that does not exist for 2021, that for 3 years. Now all of a sudden you are claiming that business because you want the self-employment tax credit. They can say you're not eligible, but they cannot say you are not eligible because you didn't stay home. If you tell them on January 4th you were home because the school was closed, do they have any way to tell you it's home? It's not true. No. If you tell them I was home for 1 week because they shut the country down, I'm an Uber driver, I'm a truck driver, I couldn't go out because they shut the country down, I was home. Who is able to tell you that is not true? Do you understand what I mean here, Joy?
Yes, I do. I do understand that. Yes.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes. They will say you're not eligible if they have evidence that you have never been self-employed in the first place. You never have a business in the first place. Not now. During the COVID, meaning 2021, 2020, and 2019, they don't see any trace of business in your tax return with them. Now, all of a sudden, you are claiming a business with $30,000 income. For real? And in the same amendment, you are claiming the self-employment tax credit? No, they won't believe you, right? But you can come first. If it was that you forget to claim some income, and then maybe 1 year later, you just go there to claim that income because you say, okay, you know what? I forgot to claim this income. I think it's not fair not to claim the income that I'm making. You claim that income. Now they are going to accept that. Okay? But if you are claiming a new income, a new business, because you want to use the net income on that business to claim the self-employment tax credit, come on. Okay? Yeah. So that's why I tell people, there is no, whether you are eligible or not, you should not be liable to the IRS for any means. You are liable when you increase your income, when you claim new income. Okay? But you are not claiming no additional income right here. We are actually checking what is already there and claiming some day off that we took during the COVID. And we use the numbers that are already in your application to calculate how much you should get based on the number of days that you were off. Okay? So this is basically the whole thing. It's not, we are not trying to increase your expenses, change your expenses, adding, educational expenses, buy a lot of clothes. No. Or try to reduce the income somewhere. No. It's just a matter of knowing how to do it. And not all the taxpayers even know how to claim it. I knew how to claim it, but I didn't want to do it since, during the tax period, because we do tax preparation, tax planning, we do bookkeeping for businesses. We advise people for other things that pays more. We just thought that at the end, if I don't come back to help my customer, at least my customers, this is more focused to people I already know. You will notice that I have sent you a personal text message or WhatsApp, right? You may say, yes. I didn't send it to somebody I don't know because I went through your application, not your application, the numbers that we have with you based on your past, relationship, business relationship. And I see that, oh, wow, I'm not going to be proud of myself if I know this program runs out and I didn't let this person know. And when she will come to me, when it's not possible to do it, I will still go ahead. And I will say, oh yeah, you were eligible. And she'll be like, Russell, why didn't you tell me, or do it for me? Okay, that's the only reason I came back to do it. But some people don't even know how to do it. Okay, so now I'm gonna help you at least. If you are just a business owner or a self-employed person, help you how to figure out. Some people don't even know how to figure out if the person is eligible or no, or the customers. Even though you are a CPA, I'm gonna help you here out today how to figure out, and then tell you how to calculate how much the customer will get if you are tax professional and then you want to do it. I will tell you how to figure out how much the person will get, how to tell him that he's not even eligible, even though he has a business. Yes, you may have a business but you're not eligible. You're gonna see why when I share my screen with you. Okay, so yes, it's right here. The point is that it's important to educate or share what you know with your community. It's just about that. Share what you know with the community. It's up to them to take action or no. When I'm sharing information with people, like privately or by email, I'm just informing you. Okay, it's always like that. At the end, when it's no longer gonna be possible to process it, to apply, because the statute of limitation is going to pass. Statute of limitation means that you can no longer amend your taxes, or even when the IRS will stop accepting amendment return electronically, which is the end of this month. After September, in October, the IRS stop accepting electronic things. It start back next year for the new tax season. It will start again next year. So when those people are going to come after me by maybe September 2nd, I'm like, hey, what's the year? I saw you were talking about this. Okay, I didn't have time for this. Or now I want to do it. I'd be like, okay, thank you, but you lost it. You have lost it. If I went to send you something privately by WhatsApp or text message or email, it means that you were eligible. Okay, so now I'm gonna tell you how much you're eligible, because I guess you didn't even figure out, even though I shared the information on how to figure out how much you're eligible, you didn't do it. So now I'm scared that I'm gonna calculate, but I'm gonna tell you that you have, whether it's eligible for $200 or $20,000, you will not get it. That's why if I go online, it will never be just to have friends to socialize with you guys. No, it will be because I see something that is possible to get and people are getting. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to share my screen now. So if you are on Facebook now, I will urge you to click on the link on that message on the Zoom to access the very private room of the Zoom people, so you will see what I'm sharing right now. Okay, if you watch this later on, you will be able to go through the description of this video to click the link, maybe to access the session where we can see, you know, on the screen whatever I'm gonna explain now, like where to look for to see if you're eligible. When you see you're eligible, now where to go, where to plug the numbers to figure out how much you're eligible. Okay, I guess everybody is excited to know how to finally discover if you are eligible or no. Let me share my screen now. First of all, what I'm going to share is I'm going to share with you guys the pages that you need to look for, need to watch. And can you guys see my screen? Valentina, Joy, Brenda, whoever is on Zoom, can you see the screen? Hello, you can unmute yourself and talk. Joy, can you see the screen? Esther, can you see the screen? You can also type the answer, because I need to make sure that you can see what I'm sharing right now. Okay, what I'm sharing, in case you're not seeing it, but I want you to text so I can make sure that everything else I'm going to share you are able to see. You can text me to let me know if you can see the screen. I mean, when I say text me, I mean on the Zoom. Okay, what's happening here is that Esther, can you text? Valentina, can you text? Can you reply by text on Zoom to let us know if you can see what I'm sharing? If you cannot see it, I'm gonna go ahead and explain until you guys respond. I will explain for people who are watching on, you know, without a screen, like on YouTube or Facebook. Okay, the first thing to go to is to go to your 1040. Remember this. Go to your 1040 return. It could be 2020. I told you go to 2020 or 2021. That's the first thing you need to go to. Go to your 1040. That's the really first place you need to go to if you want to figure out if you are eligible or if you are not. That's the first place to go. Go to your 1040. When you go to your 1040, check on line 8. Okay? Check on line 8. That's the really first thing you got to do. Check on line 8. Okay? Once you're on line 8, you will see a numbers there. If you see a number on line 8, this means, I'm going to tell you what line 8 says, but I'm not going to tell you, just go to line 8 because I don't want to get you confused with all what is written there, and you're going to get more confused. Just take your 1040, okay? Start with 2021. Go to your 1040. 1040 is basically the first page of the tax return. You will see it says 1040 US individual tax return 2021. Start with this. We're going to do the same thing for 2020 because the fact is that we just compare the two to see what we're going to use. And 2020, 1040, you go to line 8. If you see any number on line 8, it means you might be eligible. You can start smiling. Okay? If you see a number on line 8 of your tax return, that's the first thing. So when you watch this, when you finish watching this, go there, look for 18. If you see a number there, if you don't see any number, you are not eligible. I mean, you may be eligible, but the amount of your eligibility is 0. It will be 0. That's why I'm saying you are not eligible. Okay? If you see nothing there, you are not eligible. It means that you did not have a business. If you see nothing on line 8. Now, if you see some numbers that is negative, you are eligible for self-employment tax credit, but the amount will be 0 because the number on that line 8 is negative. Okay? Whatever calculation you do with a negative number, you will get a negative number. There's no way somebody can give you negative $20. It's not possible, right? So whatever calculation you do is going to be negative. That means you are eligible because you may have a business. But I will tell you where the number comes from. Just to let you know that that number is negative means every calculation we do will give you a negative number, and then you will be eligible for 0 or a negative number. That means you're eligible because you might have a number, but the amount for eligibility will be 0. Don't say that I said you're eligible. You are eligible because you were home during the COVID, you have a business and stuff, but based on the numbers in your return, the amount you will get will be 0. Okay? But you are not eligible if on that line 8, there's nothing there. Fair? Can we move forward? Let's move to the next page, right? So this is the first page. This page is called the first page of your 1040. 1040 is your tax return. So if there is if there's no number there, stop. Just close your tax return. You're not eligible. Don't even continue to check anything. Okay? Now, if there's a number there, like if there's a number on that specific line, which is line 8. So write that line down. Line 8. You are eligible. I mean, you might be eligible. Okay? Because that number can come from a different area, a different source that will make you be eligible for 0. Just like somebody who doesn't have nothing or who has a negative number on that line 8. So you're gonna move to the next page where I think you should go to check. Okay, so after you see that there's a positive number on line 8, go to schedule 1, and I'm sharing it on my screen for people who are on Zoom. Go to schedule 1. Okay, schedule 1, you will see the name of the form is called schedule 1. It's on the on the upper left side of your page. It says schedule 1. Go to schedule 1 and look on line 3 this time. Schedule 1, line 3. You will see a number there. If you see a number there, you are definitely eligible for something. You are not eligible for 0 if you see a number there, okay? Because that number is going to help you to get something, to get a calculation done. So, but in some case, people will have a number on schedule on 1040 line 8, but they will go to schedule 1 line 3, there will be nothing there. So if there's nothing there, you school. I mean, you're not school, but you're eligible for nothing. Okay, you are eligible. Maybe you have a business, but you might be eligible for nothing. Okay, so yes, after you see there's a number there, and I'm actually highlighting this number on this specific case that I'm sharing on my screen, you will see that you will go to the next step. Okay, we are figuring out if you are eligible before we do the calculation. Okay, because you have to look at those lines, because the number you're going to use in your calculation are coming from those lines. Okay, so now go to schedule SE. Schedule SE. That's the next step to take to figure out, to be confident that you are eligible and which number you are definitely are going to use in your calculation. Remember, I told you I'm going to share the formula with you guys, where to get the number in your tax return and plug in the formula. You just blow out, you do all the calculations on the background like an AI thing, and then it takes you, oh, boom, you are eligible for 2,655 cents. Okay, so first you have to figure out. You see that I'm helping you right here. What I'm doing right here is what you're supposed to pay a CPA or tax professional to do it for you. I'm helping you right now to share with you so you can do it yourself. You don't have to pay someone to do it. Okay? You don't have to pay someone to do it for you. And I'm sharing it with you right now. So I just said that the next step is to go to schedule SE. Schedule SE, go to line 6. Okay? What does line 6 say? I don't want to go into all the formula, all the way in there, all the what I say about that. Just remember about the number. You're not an accountant, you're the CPA. I don't want to explain to you cost of goods sold, profit and loss, and stuff like that, or income or so on. But just remember the numbers, the lines I'm giving you. Okay, line 6 on the schedule SE. Look at the numbers. I can highlight here if you don't know where line 6 is, and you are watching me on the screen. Okay, line 6. There's a number right here. Okay, so memorize this. Like, take your pencil, take a piece of paper, and write it down. And I'm gonna write this down. What I see here on my screen. What's the number? I'm gonna write this number down, because when I go to inside the formula, I'm gonna just plug this single number, and it's gonna blow out the calculation and tell me how much what is the maximum amount the person can get. Okay, so I write this down, which is actually $10,962. Okay, boom, I have it. I'm done with showing you where to go to and what to check, which there's nothing else to check. Okay, of course people can now go to your schedule C to see, but of course what I show you here already have the result of the schedule C. If you go to schedule C, it's just a waste of time, because whatever is on the schedule C is supposed, it was already imported in each of the 3 pages that I share with you. That's why we not ask you to go to the schedule C. Okay, it's sometimes people don't know how to find these pages, that I ask them to send me the schedule C, because based on the schedule C I can also figure out. But not everybody, You don't have to go through the Schedule C. This is a simple way, okay? So I'm not going to bother with the Schedule C because everything I show you here, if you pay attention, you will see those numbers are also in your Schedule C. Some of those numbers that I share with you here are also inside your Schedule C, okay? So now, question before I go there and open the formula and plug this number. Remember the number, $10,962. It will tell you what is the maximum amount the person with this number coming from line 6 of Schedule E can get as a self-employment tax credit amount. Any questions so far? Okay, I guess there's no question. No question, good question. It means everything is good so far. So now I'm gonna share my screen and share with you guys where to go to. Okay, where to go to block the numbers, and after that I will share with you the copy of an amended return with the result, and I will show you where I was asking you to look for when you're eligible. Okay, when you're eligible, I'm going to show you how much you may be eligible for. Now I'm going to share with you guys the copy of someone that is eligible, that the amended return was shared, was prepared, was submitted. I will show you where to go to figure out, to see the amount that you should get. So without further ado, I'm going to go to this next page to share with you guys the formula. Okay, and this right here. Over here, this is basically the formula we use. Okay, this is the formula we use right here. If you look down here, these are the name of all the people that are eligible. The calculation are already made, but what we're gonna do today is to basically do the calculation of the person. Look, when I click like this, you can see how many people are eligible for. Okay, it's based on you're just gonna plug one numbers. It's gonna calculate this for them, and I'm gonna create a new page, and in that new page, I'm just gonna duplicate the last one I have here. You can see this person is eligible for $88. Okay, it's eligible for $88, only $88. So I'm not making it up. We just plug the numbers in your system. Okay, plug the numbers. That's why I want people to be able to calculate by themselves, because you don't want to, go and hire a CPA because you don't know how to do it. Hire a CPA to prepare something for you, knowing that you are eligible to get $88. That's why I want you to be able to calculate that by yourself, to figure out where to get the number from and how to calculate it for yourself. Now, when you see it, you can now say, hey, can you please help me to apply for it? Because you know you're eligible for 2,000, for 1,800, for 7,000, for 8,000. Yes. So I'm going to plug the numbers here. Bear with me right here. Remember what number was it that I took from the page that I was sharing with you guys? The 3 pages, 1040, Schedule 1, and Schedule SE. The number that I took from line 6 of the Schedule E was 10,962. That is not the number, the amount that you should get. That's the base that you're gonna use to calculate how much you should get. So the place I'm gonna plug is right here on this area on my formula. When you finish watching this, you will send me your email. I will send you this formula so you can actually use it for yourself. Or you can text me a WhatsApp message to say, hey, I watched this video and can you help me to get it? So so I will share with you the link to get this formula so you can actually plug one numbers and get the result. So I'm gonna plug this number right here, 10,962. Boom. How much this person is eligible for? He's eligible to get 3,935 as a maximum amount you can get. Okay, that means if the person claims the maximum number of days that is allowed, because it's not because you were home for 2 months, 3 months, that's by saying that you were home for 3 months, it's gonna make you receive more money than somebody who was home for 1 month and a half. Okay, so in this, the maximum amount you can get based on the maximum days that you claim that you were out, you will get that maximum amount. It will be $3,935. Okay, so yes, over here I'm done with showing everything. I've shown you how to figure out if you are even eligible or no. I'll show you how to know if you're eligible but you don't know how much it is. Then I'll show you how to keep going down until to get the final number, that is the magic number that you're gonna use. I'll share that with you. And the last thing that I'm sharing right now is to show you where to put the numbers. So where to put the number? Put the number right here in this column right here, over here. You put the number right here, and it tells you how much you should get. How much you get is right here on this total credit amount. Okay, so I'm done with this part. Now the only thing I'm going to share with you now is the result that you will get once you apply or somebody applied for you. When you figure out how much you can get, this person is receiving $3,900. I think you sitting there and know that you will get $3,900. It's worth it to consult with your CPA or accountant to have him prepare that for you. Or maybe if he doesn't know how to prepare it for you, to hire someone to do it for you. If you don't know, I can also teach you how to do it. I just taught you how to figure out if you're eligible and how much you can get. Now I can also teach you how to actually complete it and do it yourself. Okay? Of course, if you don't want to go through that, you can just hire your accountant or your CPA or any tax professional that knows how to prepare it and claim that. The person will claim it in your return, and he will send you a copy. And that is the copy that he will send you is actually what I'm going to share with you right now. Okay, he will share with you the copy of what you will get. Okay, that copy is what I'm sharing right now. I guess you are seeing my screen. On this copy, you will see what is called self-employment tax return 1040X. That's what you're going to see. So when they finish preparing for you, you're gonna start to see the 1040X, which is amended return. Okay, and if you are on the other platform, you are seeing it right now. If you're not seeing it and you're watching on a different platform, there will be the link to register to go through the same process, this same live, but with all the screen share that I'm sharing right now. Okay, and you can figure out on the schedule, on the form 1040X, which is called amended return. You go to line 22. Line 22 will actually tell you exactly how much you should get. And on this form right here, this person specifically will receive $7,840. This is what this person will receive, because this is the first thing. The amended returns actually show you what changed on your taxes. Okay, if you check here, if you have the eyes to look at what we're doing here, you will see that original return, net change. There's no net change right here. Everything is the same. Nothing changed. There's only thing that changed. The only thing that changed is this amount right here, $7,840, and that's the amount that you should get. It's an increase. Okay, It's an increase of the refund that you should have got when you were preparing your taxes for this year, this 2021 tax year. That's what you should have got at that time. So yeah, I think we're done right here, and that's everything I want to share with you. Of course, after you see the 10-4, this is the amendment is a big document that has not only the amendment part of your tax return, but you also have, you will also see on it your initial return. This is your initial return right here. Okay, you can see, right? This is your initial return, and you will see here for this person, you see how much the person had on line 8 is right here. You see how much the person, I'm gonna share those page, and then that's the schedule 1 that this person has on line 3. Okay, line 3 or schedule 1. Then if you go back, if you now go to the schedule SE, we see the amount on schedule SE line 6 is also a positive number. Schedule C line schedule C, not schedule C, schedule EX, schedule SE, sorry. On schedule SE, you will see that on line 6, this is the base. Line 6 right here. Okay, schedule C line 6 right here. So I'm gonna write this down just to check my formula with you guys. Okay, this is an amended return that was finished, that was completed. It was already submitted for this customer. The line 6 that was the base. I'm gonna write it down. 21,837. This was the base for this customer. The base is actually, you can skip everything, just go to schedule SE line 6. That will be the base of your calculation. If you don't want to listen to everything I said from the beginning, just go to schedule E line 6. The number there is what we're gonna use. Okay, yes, the number there is what we're gonna use. But sometimes some people will not see it. They will be like, oh, why I can't find, I lost that page. No, you didn't lose the page. Just start from the beginning now to see if you are even eligible. Okay, so now I wrote down this basics, these magic numbers for this customer. I will call the customer Joyce. Okay, this customer is Joyce. Her name is Joyce. I'm just making the name. Okay, Joyce. The magic number for her is 21,837. Now I'm gonna go back to my formula and plug this magic number to see if the amount for her scheduled self-employment tax credit is what is on the amended return. Remember, I told you on the amended return, go to line 22 to see how much the person is eligible for. On line 22, this person is eligible for 7,840. So I'm gonna go back to my magic formula and plug it. Just gonna duplicate this as well, duplicate this, and I'm just going to put the magic numbers here. I'm gonna put this number right down so you can see the number that is on the schedule SE line 22. Remember, it was 7,840. Now I'm going to plug the magic number right here. The magic number is 21,962. No, 21,837. 837. Boom. Okay. What do you see here? I know you're not seeing anything if you are just watching me, on YouTube and stuff, instead of in the live and interactive platform, which is Zoom actually that we're using. I'm gonna tell you the result. The result that you can see here is 7,838. So the formula I have used, I just plugged this magic number that we got from schedule SE. I plug it inside our formula, and it gave us the result, which is $7,838.92. How far from $7,840? Again, it gave us the number of $7,838.92. And what we saw on the amended return, it was $7,840. that is almost perfect. Okay, but if you do your calculation and the formula gave you like 7,000 and you go and block it, your amended return, it gives you a refund or the result in your amended return of like 2,500, something is wrong. I mean, the person didn't know how to prepare it. Like, I can help you to calculate it for you for free, and you go there, somebody prepared it for you, and he tells you that you're gonna get $25,000 refund. That's so far from what the calculation done, what the formula says. Okay, or if the person tells you you're gonna be able to put 4,200, that's so off. Okay, something's wrong here. It's missing something. It's missing something. Okay, so basically, if you have something that is the calculation says is, there are some always your cents and tens and stuff like that. So the calculation says $7,838.92. Now, when you go through the IRS process and block all the numbers to amend the return, it gives you $7,840. It's almost the same. That means it's a good job. Okay, now you can feel comfortable. So yes, I'm done with this part. I didn't know I'm gonna be it will take me that long, but it was worth it to share with you guys how to figure out if you're eligible and how to show you how to calculate your self-employment tax credit. At this point, I'm done with what I was supposed to share with you guys. The only thing I need from you, which is like the last thing, is if you have a question. This is a Q&A section. If you watch the video up to this part, if you want it on live, you ask the question, I will answer the question for you. I will answer the question because I know you came all the way to this point, to the Q&A session. Okay, and now after that, beside the Q&A section, I will ask you, have a question. The people can actually, either it's on Facebook, you can, or YouTube, you can basically type your question, on the wherever you're watching it from, or if you're on Zoom, you can actually unmute yourself and ask your question. Any question so far? No question. Good news. It means everything was perfect. It went straight to the goal. And I'm happy whenever I share something. I feel like everybody, unless nobody has a question because everybody is lost. Is that the case? No, I hope not everybody is lost. Okay, because this was a practical, a step-by-step process. Like I said, step-by-step process to figure out how much you can get. Okay, and now how to get help. If you need help, you can also drop a link for a free. If you watch it, you will only see this if you watch this webinar. If you watch the webinar, at the end you will see a link to get a 30 minutes free consultation about the same topic. If you still have a question and then you miss the opportunity because you were not on live and you still have some question, yes, but you have to watch the video first, because if you call me to ask me something that I have already explained in this video, I will just think that you just waste your very useful, precious, free 30-minute consultation. Our fee is like $250 per hour. That means 30 minutes is like $125 that I'm giving you. So you're free. So if you call me to ask something that I just show you where to look for, you don't tell me that, oh, I watched this, yeah, you say that to the bill. I still don't understand. Yes, I understand that. I will understand. I will go through with determined to explain to you whatever you can do. Okay. So until now, we will have a next meeting on Monday. So we have a meeting on the same topic on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, the same time, 8 p.m. If you still have questions and you want to be on live and ask questions to me like directly, feel free during the next live, and it will be my pleasure to answer to the best of my knowledge. Until then, take care, guys. Ciao.